Hey YouTube, it's me again. And well, Christmas just passed, and I hope you guys all had a really good Christmas, because I did. I got this awesome new North Face jacket from my cousins. They're awesome, thanks. And first off, I think I'll do a little update, Tourette's update, tic update, whatever. This past week has been pretty good. I happen to be waning. This week. But today seems to be that little awkward period between waxing and waning. So, tics are coming back. I started vocalizing again today, so we'll see how the next few days go. I've also gotten a very interesting new tic. Kind of variation of another old tic. It's one of my leg tics. I used to have one where I kind of kick my leg when I walk. Now that one has changed into kind of where I bring up my knee, my right leg. Sometimes I walk and then I have to bring up my knee and do a little hop. So I'm just walking and then I just hop on my left leg several times, start walking, and then kick the ground. So something like that. And I think that's it for the tic updates. Nothing too new other than the leg ones. Lots of facial tics lately. Vocal tics have decreased a lot. But I suppose the main topic of today's video is about sensory issues. They say very few people very few people have pure Tourette's, because Tourette's also often comes with a whole bunch of other conditions like ADHD, Asperger's, just other neuropsychiatric disorders, I suppose. And I seriously doubt that I have pure TS. So the first sensory issue that I'm going to talk about has something to do with hearing certain noises, because some sounds will just set me off and drive me crazy. And I've had this since before the TS started, but I never it was bearable. But now when I hear these sounds, they set off my tics, and that kind of sucks. So, sounds that I cannot tolerate are chewing sounds. That's the worst one. Chewing, gum smacking, snoring. Some people do that strange teeth sucking noise, like that kind of stuff. Can't stand that. Drives me crazy. And now it actually physically feels bad when I hear these noises. And I hate crunchy things. Listening to crunchy things is like torture. Can't take it. And the other thing is, I'm not entirely sure about this, but I've heard that up to 10% of people 10% of people stim. And if you don't know what that is, it's kind of short for self-stimulation, which lots of autistic people do it. And I'm pretty certain that I do it too, because under lots of stress, it's the only thing that can calm me down sometimes. Like, I flap my hands like that. It's a tic and a stim. Go! So, that's one of my stims. I like to rock a lot. Sometimes it's my whole body. Sometimes it's just my head nodding. I jump. I pace. And, lots of people do have their own little things they do when they're nervous, but I think mine are kind of bigger and more socially unacceptable to do in public. So, for example, or they don't just happen when I'm stressed. It's like excited, stressed, and this is the third thing that I want to talk about for sensory things, is I have sensory overload sometimes. When there's too much stuff going on, feels like I can't handle it, I'm either going to shut down or have a meltdown. And stimming is the only way that will make me feel better. So for example, the other day my friend was driving me to another friend's house, and there were several of us in the car, and it was about noon, so the sun was very bright. So that was one of the first things that was driving me crazy. So first, the sun was very bright, and second, the road was very bumpy. He has a little dinky old car, and it's not very good. So we're driving down the road, sun is bright, the car is shaking like crazy. Not just like normal little bumps, but it's just constantly bumping, bumping, bumping. And then one of my friends is a One Directioner. So she starts playing blasting One Direction music in the car. And their sound is very poppy, very loud, lots of stuff happening. So then now there's the sun, there's the bumpy road, and there's One Direction playing in the car very loudly. Yeah! And then whenever I look outside the window, because we're driving on the freeway, I'm looking out the window and the scenery is just flying past. So now there's visual things driving me nuts. So then all of a sudden, there's too much, and I just shut down because I can't bear it anymore. And I feel like, and also I was having a bad tic day that day too, so I was already feeling like crap. Physically feeling like crap. It was a pretty fun day, but not feeling very good. So all of these combined leads to a kind of shutdown where I'm just sitting by myself in the car, all curled up in myself, and when we get there, I'm still kind of like dazed. Don't want to talk, don't want to do anything. When I get in the house, I have to tell people not to hug me because one more touch and I'm just going to have a meltdown. So I've always had like a little sensory problem where too much stuff and I stim. But then, I'm pretty sure I think it has something to do with the TS. Maybe some, I don't know, comorbid condition. Don't know. And I'm not really sure how to describe it to my psychiatrist, and I told her about the hearing thing, and she didn't really take much notice of it, so maybe it's not something serious to talk about, or not to talk about, just something not serious at all. On the other hand, there are good things, good sensory inputs that I really enjoy. For example, if I hear a song that I like, it makes me feel good. I like it. It feels, sometimes when I'm not listening to it, I have a craving. I really want to hear it. And when I like a song, I will play it nonstop on repeat for weeks. Like literally, I will go through the whole day listening to one song or two songs, and I'll do it for a very long time. Yeah, so that's one of the more positive parts of my sensory issues. On the other hand, several weeks ago, I also had an MRI done. And I swear that is one of the hardest 40 minutes of my life. Laying down in a tube, not being allowed to tick. Every time I tick, or not even tick, it was like a little twitch, just move a little bit. They'd be like, please, will you stay still? You can't have you moving. And I understand, but I swear, it was like a small, teeny twitch, and every time I did that, yeah, and it wasn't even in my upper body, it was in my legs. Yeah, go. So that was that. 40 minutes. It was hard. Once I came out, I was just taking like crazy. Looked like seizures. Go, go. And I actually got my can't talk today. I got my MRI results back, and no, they said it was a normal MRI. They found a mucus retention cyst in my nose, or a sinus mucus retention cyst somewhere here in my face. Don't know really what they're gonna do with that. I don't think it's anything serious, and they say it's common, and yeah, so I'm not worried about that. And then they also found T2 hyperintense foci in my brain in several areas. They say it may be normal. I think it is. I'm pretty sure that my my tics are purely from Tourette's. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, that just about sums up this video. So, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to ask me. And I was also wondering if anyone else does have sensory issues too. So yeah, thanks. Bye.